It sounds so fun. Oh man, that's so fun. Yeah. Oh my god. We're gonna have a good time.
Then you see a pack of Hell's Angels going by, people are gonna want to look. Next thing you know, cars. Because they're just staring at us and not paying attention to stop traffic.
If you wanted to break the law on an everyday norm, you should have joined a street gang. That's what they're known for. That's what they do. You're not allowed to steal cars on my block. We steal those cars.
I mean, it was so bad by us in Vegas. I was in the pool swimming, and the guys came back. Hey, Pee-wee, the cops are here. They want to talk to you. I said, well, go talk to them. Find out what they want. And they came back. They go, they want to talk to you.
Typically, if you leave the club, if you haven't been in for 10 years, you're automatically out back.
Got put out in 2006. Back in 2007, wound up going into Cannon. 2011. Came out of there. I had 4.5 years to walk off with zero support from that club.
Welcome to this episode of Chattin with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today we got a funny one for you guys. Today we're going to be talking about the TwinOutlaw Brotherhood versus Big Red. If you guys aren't aware of who these people are, I'm going to let you know who they are, and we're going to explain some things. So before we get started, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you could get my videos every time they drop. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mother's brother's sister's friend about Chattin with Staxx, the dopest motorcycle content on YouTube. I appreciate all you guys taking the time to watch this show. I know you guys want some laughs, so I'm going to give them to you. We got some funny videos to go over. If you guys aren't aware who these people are, the TwinOutlaw Brotherhood are two brothers who cosplay as 1% bikers. They're obviously not the real deal. They just throw a patch on their little jackets, and they taunt bikers basically into doing something to them. I don't think anybody's going to take the bait. They've been doing this for a while. Today we're talking about Big Red. I believe he's a supporter for HA, for the Hells Angels. He's not a member. He's just a supporter. This is Big Red. He's on TikTok. There's a link in the description of this video. Go check out his TikTok. But they've been going back and forth at each other, and we're going to take a look at what's been going on. Let me give some shout outs before we get into this video. And then after that, we're going to take a look at Batshit Ben Bassum. That's this guy, if you guys remember. So I did a little research. Remember, we were like, what's on his shirt? It looks like a motorcycle club. Well, he has his own little group, and it's called the Chomo Stompers. And it's hilarious. That one's going to be tomorrow, but I'll give you guys a little clip of that show. But let me give some shout outs and then we'll get started. Lindsay, how are you? Thank you for joining me today. Says 17,700. We've been growing at a tremendous rate, and I am very pleased. Thank you guys all for all your support. I'm supposed to be going on vacation soon, so if you want to donate, you can hit up the Cash App at Chattin with Staxx. Can always use your help. And if you want to be a guest and tell your story on Chattin with Staxx, just hit up my email at billstaxx2021@gmail.com, and I'll get you up here. Or you can donate to Venmo, PayPal, Super Stickers, Super Chats. I don't think they have Zelle anymore, but if you want to donate, I really appreciate it. Every dollar counts. It goes a long way. Richard, what's going on? STMC. Shout out to you. Good morning. Shout out to Portland, Oregon. Waddell, what's going on? Shout out to Waddell. Go check out Patreon. He's on Patreon. I see him quite a bit. Lindsay's on Patreon. Thank you. Dominic, what's up, Staxx? I love the content from PA. Thank you. I appreciate you. Ken, how are you? Demo, what's good? Rob, Shadow, good morning. Ace, Ace Dubs, good morning. Staxx took the day off today. Just watch the show? Shit, I appreciate that. Mountain Woman, how are you? Hardwire. Virginia, Chaos, how are you? Shout out to Virginia. I should be down there soon, too. So Loud, how are you? Good morning. Shout out to North Carolina. The Boondocks. Slow Ride, what's good? We got people pouring in. We got 38 people in the house. Hit the like button. Jared, how are you? Jaman, what's going on? And put the bell on all so you get all my videos when they drop. So, first we're going to take a look at the twin dingleberries. And what did they have to say about Big Red? Let's get into it.
It sounds so fun. Oh man, that's so fun. Oh my god. We're gonna have a good time.
If you want to fuck around, I bet you $1 million there's a crooked cop out there gonna fuck with you, buddy. They're gonna pull you over, bub. I know it. Yeah. And how I know this is because it happens. The world is too small. Yeah, it is. And another thing, hey, Big Red, you know that little, did you forget about the doll you made?
Now, the Twin Outlaws think that Big Red made $1 million on this doll, right? And he responds to them about the doll, and we're going to take a look at the video. So listen to what they got to say, and then we'll listen to Big Red's response.
Did you forget that you started this? No, hold on. Let's see if he forgot about his little doll that he made. Let's see it. Come on, big dude. We're waiting for you to... Yeah. Well, hold on. Did he say? Yeah. Well, you do. Well, that's good. When you put our cut on the back of that, did you know you violated a lot? Did you know that, right? Did you know that logo is patented?
Yeah, you can't patent a logo.
Did you know when you tried
and all, right?
And you're trying to sell?
You can't patent a logo. You can copyright a logo, but you can't patent a logo.
That, right? Did you know that it's been up for a long time?
A long time.
And you know that I could file a lawsuit on your and the Hell's
Take
Angels
your little fucking motor
for a lot of bro.
So if you listen to this, these two dingleberries say that Big Red is the reason why they even go after the Hell's Angels. Watch what they say. Listen close.
If I was you, you're the one that started the Hell's Angels bullshit anyway. So
You and Scotty
did.
All right, so you heard that, right? They're saying that Big Red is the reason why they even go after the Hell's Angels. Now, what are they talking about? You can see he's a supporter of Hell's Angels. He has support shirt on, and he wears support shirts quite a bit. And we're going to take a listen to what his response is to these two guys. Let's do that now.
Well, everybody, the Twin Outlaws are gonna sue me. They said last night in the live that they were gonna start a lawsuit because of a toy that I created and sold for, and I quote, $1 million. Because it had their patch that is trademarked in the image of the...
No, they said it was patent. They didn't say trademark. They said it was patent.
The toy of myself holding their cut. So, is their patch trademarked? 1,000% it is. And it should be for all the things that they've accomplished as being Bert and Ernie. It should be trademarked. They claim I made at least $1 million off of selling merchandise. Me and Scotty, I'm not going to say his last name. He will know who I'm talking about, and a lot of you will know why me and Scotty all of a sudden are in business together with Twin Outlaw merchandise is fucking beyond me. They also said that I sell support gear for clubs, which is not true. The link that is in my bio is for the Indianapolis charter. And I asked if I should put the link to their support gear site in my bio, you know, to show support for my friends.
I will, Virginia.
And the club that they are in. And they said yes. But to touch back on the merchandise that you're going to sue me for, number one, the logo isn't the same. And I know it's hard for you guys to focus with all the fucking light bulbs you spin and Mountain Dews that you drink, and you're fucking tweaking out and you're fucking, but if you stop and you pay attention, the logo is not the same at all. Let me show you. Now that's their patch. I want you to pay attention specifically to what's in the hair. It's a circle, and I want you to pay attention to the fingers. The fingers are like this on their knuckles, right? Here's the one that I posted. Logo that I had made up has fingers. And instead of a circle where the man's face is, there's just a straight line. There's also differences in the wings and in the body. I'm not fucking stupid. If you think for 1 second that I didn't sit here and think to myself, these dudes would tell on me for this, and these dudes would sue me for everything I got for this, and these dudes would try to get me in the most trouble that they possibly can after instigating me and everyone else on the planet. If you think I didn't think that first, you're fucking stupid. Wait. You are stupid. And you'll never be a step ahead of me. Ever. It'll never happen. You're not bright enough up here. Your elevator doesn't go all the way to the top, bub. That's just what it is. I do not gain any sort of money or anything off of any 81 support gear at all whatsoever. Never have, never will. Scotty and I are not in any sort of business selling anything. Never have. Probably never will. And to be frank, I also have never sold one piece of merchandise with anything to do with you people on there. Not because I can't. I just made those posts to prove to you that I could if I fucking wanted to. That being said, start the lawsuit. Let's go to court. Let's go to fucking Judge Judy. How about that? Let's go to Judge Judy. Or fucking whatever judge you guys fucking go to on TV. And let's do it there. Let's do it there. So then I can finally, on live fucking television, across the fucking world, put you in your fucking place because you two don't have the capacity of a fucking toddler together. That's just what it is, man. You know, you go down to Sturgis, you start shit, you beg for the cops to come over there, and then you make a video when you leave. You get an escort out of town because you're so fucking scared over shit that you fucking started. But anyways, I think we've all learned something here. These two dudes are just fucking ate up, and they talk out of their fucking ass. Hopefully I see y'all on Judge Judy. Peace.
Well, you got that right. They definitely do. And we're going to take a look at the progression of this whole Big Red Twin Outlaw drama. We're going to see how it all started with Big Red. So I go back to the beginning, right? And I get some videos, and you can see the progression. You guys ready for this one? Hit that like button, share the video, tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's get into it.
How you doing? I'm Big Red. And on this episode of How to Catch a Pretender, we have the Twin Outlaw Brothers. You guys have never heard of them. These two jokers are just actors who sit in their garage and acid chaps, drink Mountain Dew, and spin light bulbs. But not only do they act and not ride their motorcycles, they like to tell actual 1% clubs what to do.
The Hells Angels need to accept TwinOutlaw Brotherhood and the other pop-up clubs. They need to tell all the MCs to show love and positivity and get along with one another.
So they said that all the 1% clubs out there need to accept Twin Outlaw and all the other pop-up clubs out there. Now, this is like close to the first time he mentions Twin Outlaw on his page.
Somebody tell Big Deb to call me. Tweedle.
Big Deb. He's talking about their mom. Somebody tell Big Deb to call me. Oh, man. I can't. Wait till you see the video after this video. Oh, my God. You guys are going to die laughing.
They need to tell all the MCs to show love and positivity and get along with one another.
Somebody tell Big Deb to call me. Tweedledee and Tweedledum are fucking getting out of control. If you wanted me to relay a message to some of my homies, you could have just inboxed me. Making a video like this is no different than doing this.
Gonna give up your fucking cuts. And I'm talking to every fucking MC out there.
So I guess what I'm trying.
That's when they made a video saying that if they don't accept the Twin Outlaw, that they're going to start taking people's cuts. Oh, man.
Trying to say is don't be like that, no matter what. If you want to hang around a club, if you want to go to events, whatever, do whatever, see about whatever, that's not the way to do it. Don't tell people what the fuck they're going to do.
You're a fucking fool.
But I thank you for tuning into this episode of How to Catch a Pretender. And remember, never be like the Twin Outlaw Brotherhood.
I gotta fast forward to that part.
Straight. You two woke up, said, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go down to Sturgis. We're gonna start shit. We're gonna start shit with the big boys. That's what we're gonna do. Hell yeah. So you put on your chaps, you put on your flannels, you put on all your leather, all your rings, your fucking bandanas, your fucking sunglasses, your fucking riding boots and everything. And this is how the fuck you show up.
In a pickup truck.
Insane. Why didn't you guys ride? You make videos of how much you ride and how Colorado's your state and you're the biggest, baddest 1%ers out there. This, that, and the other, whatever the fuck you say. And you fucking drive? What? You drive. You have two motorcycles. And you go to a fucking motorcycle rally. The biggest in the nation. And you drive a fucking truck. Just comment. Why did you drive? What was the reasoning? Everybody send them this fucking video. So every single one of you send them this video to see if they will respond and say why they fucking drove a truck. I'm fucking flabbergasted. I mean, you guys are fucking bozo.
Because they don't ride their bikes. There's no way they were going to ride their bikes to Sturgis. No way. Come on. Did anybody really think that they would ride their bikes to Sturgis?
What's up, y'all? Twins are spinning light bulbs again. Somebody sent me a message and said, hey, man, the twins stole my old lady's video. I was like, oh yeah? Send it.
You see, this is where they took a video from this guy's woman. She posted it on TikTok saying that she's riding, blah, blah, blah. These guys took her video and posted it to their TikTok and say, you say the twins never ride. Like, you can't make this shit up. You can't.
And at first, I was like, what could this be? You know what I mean? And then I go and I look.
Look, it's backwards, but it says, and you say Twin Outlaw don't ride. So watch, he shows the regular post too. Ready?
Now, I had already commented on this video a couple days back or whatever it was and said, that's not a street glide. You guys have two black street glides, identically the same, or whatever it was that I said. That's clearly not a street glide in that video. But here is the original video that they stole from a woman's page and created the video saying, and you say the twins don't ride.
Here's the original video that they stole from these guys. That these guys stole from this woman. Here's the original video. That's insane. Crazy. I'm just getting videos from people that respond to these guys. Wait till you see the next character. You guys are going to fall on the ground laughing. It is insanely hilarious. And this guy is serious.
Now imagine having not one, but two motorcycles right in your garage. You sit by them all the time in your lives. They're in there. They only got 400 something miles on them, but they're in there. And you have two motorcycles in your garage. And instead of taking your own footage from your own motorcycles to prove that you ride your motorcycle, you take a woman's video of her on the back of her old man's bike and say it's yours. And that right there is why I will forever, until the end of time, step on these two bozos' necks. I will troll them till the end of time. I don't care if nobody watches it. I will continue to be the counterbalance of their absolute methed up fucking delusion that they live in. Period. Point blank. Everything about these dudes is fugazi, is fake, is just, I mean, I don't know. But there y'all go. Just more proof that they're these two.
Hey Rory, what's up? How are
Bert
you?
and Ernie, man. Bert and Ernie.
Awful Al, what's up?
Yeah, I keep seeing people say this, but I mean, I don't know. You be the judge.
Yeah, he looks like a real outlaw, right? So someone was asking me, hey, can you get a picture, an up-close picture of their badge? So I did that for you guys. Here we go. Bail enforcement agent. That's the badge that they wear. You wanted an up-close picture? And I got it for you. Wait till you see the next character we're going to bring onto the scene. This guy. Hilariously funny. And he's going to war with these guys. The Chomo Stompers versus the Twin Outlaws. And these guys are serious. His name's Batshit Ben Basham. I swear. That's his name. That's what he goes by.
Is that not a body camera? A badge? Bulletproof vest? Badge says law enforcement or whatever the hell it says. I know they're not police officers. They're actually supposedly bounty hunters. Either way, they're acting like something they're not, regardless if they are or not. And if someone wants to act like a cop, I'm just going to assume they're a cop. And not to mention that they're always talking tough on the internet. They're always talking shit. They're always instigating. They're always poking and prodding. And then anytime something gets real, they're looking and reaching for the police.
And you want to know what? They did a live the other night. I captured the live, so I have that for you guys. But they did a live the other night, and they were saying if they so happen to get killed by one of these 1% clubs, then the police are going to take all their badges from them. I swear they said that. They said if they end up getting killed by one of these clubs, the police are going to take their badges, are going to take their patches from them. If they get killed by a club, the police will strip them of their patches. I'm like, are you serious? No, they won't. No, they won't. They really said if they get killed by a 1% club, that the police will end up stripping their patches from all of them. Hey, Black Dragon TV, what's going on? Holy Skunk, what's good? Like, you can't make this stuff up. You can't.
After shit they've started. I mean, if you've seen the episode of Judge Judy, that's exactly what they did with those people. They started a fucking fight and they did some crazy shit and then called the cops. I mean, these guys are fucking, I don't know. The elevator doesn't go all the way to the top. That's all I know. That's all everybody has, come across, and realized. But I mean, pick a side to do something. You can't just be whatever you feel like being in that moment in situations like this, especially when you're starting shit and instigating.
I'm doing great, man. Hopefully I get you on an interview soon. Slow Ride, what's going on? Cito the Great, what's going on? Thanks for joining us today. Fan of your content. I appreciate that.
It's not rocket science. But like most people, I'm going to just go ahead and assume these two dudes are just cosplays and they like to play dress up.
Hell yeah, I look forward to it.
They feel like they're tough and they feel like they're badass, and the next day they want to save the fucking world. Either way, it's fucking ridiculous, and all they do is instigate shit, and that's just who they are. Good morning, America.
So these are all of the videos that he's made about the Twin Outlaws. There's a lot of them. There have to be at least 10.
I come to you today with incredible news. The Twin Outlaws have been spotted in Sturgis. Not only have they been spotted, they've been in Sturgis.
Definitely, Cito. If anybody ever wants to come on and do an interview, talk about whatever you got going on, the email is billstax2021@gmail.com.
Being very, very vocal.
For the ones that were in Sturgis, that seen the Hells Angels.
And the incident that went down.
Only thing I gotta say, fuck the Hells Angels.
Fuck the Hells Angels.
I mean, that's crazy. After they just ran to the police and did what they did in Sturgis, then they come on and make a video like that. Like, these guys, it's just crazy. They run to the police for protection, and then they go on and make a video disrespecting the Hells Angels. One of the biggest, most respected clubs out there. It's like, I don't get it, where these dudes are coming from. I don't understand. Claire, what's going on? How are you?
Now, you see, we finally have figured out, with video and photo proof, on why these guys are so comfortable with saying shit like that. Aside from just being naturally instigating weasels, aside from being law enforcement.
I'll check them, Rory.
And aside...
Where did you Message me.
From being just badass 1%ers. Ladies and gentlemen, we now have proof that these two guys are 1000% a part of the biggest gang in the world. Take a look.
No, we can't play that because of the music. This is where they run to the police, pointing out who's after them. And then afterwards, they take pictures with the cops. I got the video of them taking pictures with the police that saved their lives. I mean, it doesn't get any crazier than that. These dudes take pictures with the cops. I'm trying to find it. I'll find it in a minute. Mick, what's going on? This is them in the alleyway.
So there we have it.
And they got a police escort out of Sturgis. The police came, saved them. They said they were waiting in the back alley until the police could do what they had to do, and the police escorted them out of Sturgis safely. I mean, this is crazy.
The twins were in Sturgis. I made it to Sturgis with their entire club. So everybody do me a favor. Repost this video, comment on
I think they left Deb at home, though. They left
so
her
we can
president.
let the whole world know just how dangerous the Twin Outlaws really are. Peace. Hey, what's up, y'all? I've been kicked out of this account for about a week now. I just got it back. But look at the shit.
John, what's up?
Across.
I was picking up from one of my friends. One of them told me that they threatened to kill his baby before because he was going out with one of the girls at the time.
Y'all did what? Twins, what happened to peace and love? What happened to threatening a baby is crazy. Hold on, keep listening.
We don't get taught nothing because they didn't teach us timetables or multiplication tables or anything like that.
So now you stay.
They don't teach them nothing in school, is what they're saying.
Anything like that.
So now you stay home and cruise.
No, I don't cruise anymore.
So tell me what happened, Dustin.
There's two badass outlaw 1%ers about to testify in court live on television? What the fuck?
After you were going to get out of the car and run.
Talk shit, run your mouth, and then try to run.
That's exactly what they did. They do. Listen, it's a cycle, right? They do what they know how to do. Just like when they were at the Black Lives Matter protests, what did they do? They instigated some shit. Then they pulled their weapons out. They ran. They waited till the cops surrounded them and took them to safety. What did they do at Sturgis? They waited for the cops to come to bring them to safety. Same thing what they did when they went to Judge Judy. They explained how they got into a fight with these guys, and then they ran to safety. And then they're on Judge Judy testifying. You can't make this up.
Not surprised.
Well, I put my left arm up.
Watch right here.
I put my left arm up on the door, and I was looking down to push myself up out of the car, and Tyson come up and cut my arm.
So what I'm gathering from this is that someone came to confront you after all the antagonizing and shit that you two were talking. Like always, this is proof. You still do it today. You did it when you were 16 years old. You talked about someone's family. You threatened someone's family. And then they approach you, and then now you're telling on them. Not surprised.
I want you to, at all times when you're testifying, I want you to look in my eye.
Man, you guys really did it now. That's it for this one. If you guys want me to continue this and kind of make videos of the whole thing, put down in the comments. And we'll make this a little series. Peace. Why do you speak on how clubs work when you have never been a member of a club? It's a great question, and I've actually been expecting it to come. So this is the best way I can put this. You commented on a video where I was talking about how the 1%er club that I'm around and have been around does not recruit. So the reason why I can speak on that is because as a friend of the club or a supporter or, you know, person that comes around, goes to events, whatever, this is...
Their badge says bail agent. I got it right here. Bail enforcement agent. But the funny thing is, their paper that they have, right? Their certificates, they say that they did 8-hour courses, but it takes a lot longer to become a bail agent in Colorado. I looked it up, and it takes like 32 hours or something like that. Definitely more time than what they put in. So something ain't adding up, because their little certificate, here, I'll bring it up right here. I mean, I looked up what the truth is, and their little certificates they have here has 16 hours and 8 hours. But that's not enough time to become a bail enforcement agent. So I'm kind of confused on how they're bail enforcement agents if they didn't do enough time to become them. I'll tell you right now. It says 50 hours of pre-licensing education. And these guys don't know how to read. So how would they be able to pass 50 hours of pre-license education? Like, how is that even possible? It makes no sense. It says 16 hours of bail recovery training. Okay, they got one of those, right? 16 hours. But it says here, 8 hours for bail bonding in Colorado. They got that. But it's 50 hours of casualty pre-licensing classes. And they don't know how to read. So how? If they can't read, how did they do the pre-licensing education? I'll tell you how they did it. Hey, Mom, can you do the pre-license for me? No problem, son. Boom. Next thing you know, they're a bail agent. Crazy, right? Crazy how that works. So then they pretend to be cops. And they don't even know how to read. They admitted it on Judge Judy. They don't know how to read.
Told to us multiple times, like in different ways, right? So for instance, there's another video where there's another comment where someone asked, you know, what's up with the paying for the card and you get the cut and this, that, and the other from the scammers? Members, a lot of the times will share a post specifically for supporters, and one of the details in those posts that they share, regardless if it's written out in a picture or on a post or whatever it may be, we do not recruit, we will not recruit, is always a highlight.
The email is billstaxx2021@gmail.com.
Of that. So the things that I speak on, understand that I know exactly what I'm speaking on, and I know that I'm allowed to speak on it. I have plenty of members that follow me on here. They can see it just like you can see it. Please understand that if I have said anything, or which I won't, out of line or anything, I will be told,
Jimmy, what's up?
Immediately that it's, hey man, you can't say that, or whatever, and then I'll take it down, or whatever. But yeah, man, I mean, this is a good question, and I can see how you could see that, but relaying information to other potential supporters, or whatever, on that.
We got 107 people in the house. Make sure you hit the like button. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mother's, brother's, sister's friend about Chattin with Staxx.
That behalf is not club. It's not speaking on their politics. It's not speaking on none of that stuff, man. That's just letting you know that, from my knowledge, they don't recruit. It's not how that works. And if you noticed in the video that you commented on, I also, when he asked, how do they grow? And I replied, well, you'll know how they grow.
That's another thing too. Their bail agent certificates don't have the seal on it for the state. Did you notice that? I mean, even where their signatures are supposed to be at doesn't have the state seal for Colorado. And that is odd. Isn't that a little odd? Someone said you could work wonders with a color printer. I don't know. I'm just not buying something. They went on Judge Judy and admitted they don't know how to read. And when they're on videos, right, you can tell that they don't know how to read. And I'm not the best reader in the world. I'm not going to pretend I am. But I'm definitely, a little more craftier with the reading. Look.
But it's going to hurt when you find out God didn't send.
Because I don't know how to read.
Eve, but the devil.
I don't know how to read.
Did think about that.
I don't.
Okay, and you're telling me they passed the fucking course? I don't buy it. I'm not buying it. What do you guys think? You think they passed a 16-hour bail recovery course? And they have to do 50 hours of pre-training before this. And this is his skill set of reading.
As he goes to town. But it's going to hurt when you find out God didn't send.
Because I don't know how to read.
Eve, but the devil.
I don't know how to read.
Did think about that.
I don't know how to read.
Let me read that again.
I don't.
Yeah. And you're telling me he finished 50 hours of a course, and then he did 16 hours of training, and then 8 hours on top of that one? Now I'm not buying it. With that education level,
no way. Town. But it's going to hurt when you find out God didn't send.
Because I don't know how to read.
Eve, but the devil.
I don't know how to read.
Did think about that.
I don't know how to read.
Let me read that again.
I don't know how to read.
But it's going to hurt.
I don't know how to read.
You find out.
I don't know how to read.
Didn't send Eve.
I don't know how to read.
But the devil did.
I don't know how to read.
What do you guys think of that situation? Really, I'm not trying to be harsh, okay? And this is for educational purposes only. But I don't think they did that course on their own. I really don't think so. I think Deb did their little course, right? 100%.
When you know how they grow, and that's it. So I'm very particular with what I say. I'm very calculated when it comes to answering stuff like this, but I do appreciate the question, man. You know what I mean? And I hope I answered it for you, so you can further understand. Like I said, I ain't on here to be a dick to nobody, nothing like that. But You know, I'm not going to speak on stuff that I don't need to be speaking on. And that's why I'm doing this, because I know that I can, and I know what I can and can't say, or what, you know, suggest or not. You know, I'm not going to do that. If I even question it, if I even question anything I say or post or anything, I have people that I can send it to and say, hey, man, what do you think about this?
So you say that, but Judge Judy, she said, they didn't make you read to get your driver's license? She said, no, they just gave us the driver's license. They didn't read it to them. Listen, in Connecticut, they ain't reading nothing to you. If you can't read to get your driver's license, you ain't getting a driver's license. That's just the way it is. You have to be able to read it to get your driver's license. They won't read it to you. Not here in Connecticut. You need to be able to read to get your driver's license. They're not just going to hand it to you. But I guess in Iowa, or I think Iowa is where they lived before Colorado, they said that they just handed them their license. They didn't even have to read or anything. They just let them skate by and get a license. It's pretty wild.
When I post this, I post with permission. Always. That's another thing you probably don't understand, but that's fine. But yeah, man, keep them coming. Okay. I like how you say this is to inform others not to trust any other motorcycle club. I get it, because you're hypocrites and won't allow someone to start their own club. Okay. First of all,
they allow people to start their own clubs all the time, but I'm pretty sure you just have to go about it the right way, right? You can't just throw patches on your back and think, I'm just going to do whatever I want. They have different protocols. And if you want to know the protocols, go check out Black Dragon. He tells you all kinds of biker protocols, what to do and what not to do. And what these two guys are doing is definitely what you don't want to do. 100%. These guys are crazy. You can't have your mom sew a patch in the basement, wear badges on your little jackets, because they don't wear cuts. They wear jackets. And then ride around with your brother and call yourself a motorcycle club. Doesn't work like that.
you are literally not a motorcycle club. You didn't start a motorcycle club. It's you and your brother ordering patches off of fucking Amazon or Temu or wherever the fuck you got them from. Number one, that's number one. Number two, I'm not telling you you can't do nothing. That's not my politics. You know what I mean? I'm not telling you what the fuck. Do whatever you think you're going to do, tough guy. But all I know is me and the rest of the world seeing you and your brother go 4 inches outside of your garage door with one man standing outside. One man. And you walk around and call yourself a 1%er, an MC, and a badass outlaw, and this, that, and the other, let alone the word outlaw that you keep throwing around and this, that, and the other throwing on your cut. We ain't going to get into that. Your brother or you or whoever, whichever one of y'all said I was a trout on TikTok, I'd rather be a fucking trout than a fucking clown. Call me what you want. This is my backup account, bro. Like, I don't... Shit's weird, dog. Shit's weird.
All right, so that's... I think there's a little left. And then we're going to get to the real funny stuff. That's funny. Finally, someone got their Twin Outlaw patches. I never heard of trout before.
I also forgot
Me either. I know. What is that? I never heard that term before either. Calling him a trout. The hell does that mean?
Y'all, they admitted to having a police escort in Sturgis. Check this out.
We got to, hold on, before we go on to this song, because someone said it in there. We got a police escort. Unfortunately, you could say it was police escort, but it wasn't. Escort. Yeah, it was an escort out of...
Did you hear him? He He said you could say it was a police escort, but it wasn't. People are saying we got a police escort. You could say it was, but it wasn't. Let's hear what they got to say about getting a police escort.
To having a police escort in Sturgis. Check this out.
We got to, hold on, before we go on to this song, because someone said it in there. We got a police escort. Unfortunately, you could say it was a police escort, but it wasn't. Yeah, it was an escort out of fucking town. Yeah. We weren't. After all that, yeah, they took us in the back alley and they did what they had to do.
Yeah, and what they did in that back alley was wait for backup to arrive so that that backup could escort you out of town for your safety because you requested it after the shit that you started. This isn't fucking rocket science, and anybody can look at this video and tell that you two are lying out of your fucking ass. That's just what it is. I believe that you two are plants, but you're fucking horrible plants. You can't be, like, you suck. You're just horrible.
I honestly don't think they're working with the FBI. I don't think they're law enforcement. I think these guys are just not all there in their brains. I just don't think they don't understand. They don't get it. I think someday they might get it.
You can't do nothing right at all whatsoever. Period. It's flabbergasting. You guys were probably back there on your knees paying for their fucking services. That's what you were doing.
Probably. Yeah, that's probably what they were doing. Yeah, I don't think they're cop plants either. I don't think they're smart enough to do that. I think they're just not all there in their brains. But anyway, that's Big Red going at it with the Twin Outlaw. Now we're going to get into the funny shit. You guys ready for this? Now, this is Batshit Ben Basham. That's his name. Batshit Ben Basham. So this is Batshit Ben, right? He's going at it with the Twin Outlaw Brotherhood. Now, Batshit Ben Basham has his own little club going. It's called the Chomo Stompers. And, I mean, you can't make this shit up. So this is Batshit Ben Basham versus the Twin Outlaw Brotherhood. Let's take a look at Batshit Ben.
Pretender, don't pretend to be, because the real 1%ers will take great offense to that. Just because they haven't done nothing about the Twin Outlaw Brotherhood yet, doesn't mean they won't kick your ass if they catch you wearing a 1%er patch that you didn't earn. Don't think just because I'm not a 1%er that I never had criminal tendencies. All somebody would have to do is look up my name online and they'd see that I'm telling the absolute truth. Wearing these 1%er patches can get you in a lot of trouble in certain places if you're not sincere about them. But these patches are the Chomo Stompers Worldwide equivalent to the 1%er patch. Like other patches, these patches have their own meaning. Instead of the diamond, we wear the shield. And this one right here means that you've already stomped one Chomo. This patch here is known as the One Man Clan patch. We may be a club, but each and every one of us is not scared to handle our actions all by ourselves. We encourage our members to do solo missions. We encourage our members to do violence by themselves, because nobody can rat on yourself but yourself. And now that the Twin Outlaw Brotherhood has considered themselves 1%ers, we want no part of that lifestyle. So I may not be a 1%er, but me, Batshit Ben Basham, I'm a one-man clan, and I'm proud. Thank you.
So we got a whole assortment of videos of Batshit Ben Basham coming for you guys tomorrow. Stay tuned for that. Matter of fact, I got the other video from the other day. Let me see if I can find it. With Batshit Ben Basham. But it's funny. It is absolutely hilarious. You guys are going to laugh your asses off. If I could find it. There's so many damn videos. This batshit Ben Basham is funny. I found it. So let's get down to business and check out batshit Ben Basham. And there's a lot more of him coming tomorrow.
Is advised.
Taxx is filmed on location as it happens. All suspects are considered innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
The Hells Angels may have balls, but they ain't got balls of steel.
Why did Twin Outlaw Brotherhood never use a bookmark?
Because I don't know how to read.
The ones that were insurgents, that seen the Hells Angels.
And the incident that went down.
Only thing I gotta say, the Hells Angels. Hells Angels.
Viewer discretion is advised. Viewer discretion is advised.
This message is to all the 1%er.
Here's batshit Ben Basham.
Outlaw, biker, MCs, and clubs in this country. As big and as bad as a reputation that you fellas hold, you're gonna let these twin outlaw motherfuckers talk to you the way they do? About 10 years ago, I started a club. It got put out of existence because some outlaw bikers didn't want us having a club. They didn't want us wearing patches. They didn't want us to be part of their lifestyle. We never disrespected any of you. And these twin outlaws, they did. And you guys have done nothing about it. Do a history lesson. You guys have bombed each other's clubhouses, different MCs bombing other MCs' clubhouses. You guys have shot each other off motorcycles. You know, you've stopped other clubs from existing. You guys have killed cops. You guys have killed women. But these guys get a pass. So what, are you scared of these twin outlaws? You guys have no problem using violence against anybody, any other time, except this time. I was never accepted into the 1%er lifestyle, so this ain't my fight. The truth is, eventually people are gonna lose a lot of respect to you guys. So if you can sell drugs and bomb clubhouses and shoot people off motorcycles, you should be able to take care of these two little cockroaches.
Honestly, I think they don't care about these guys. I don't think they sit around all day and worry about, yo, the twin outlaws are really talking shit online. I think they don't care. I think they live their life and not really care about these guys. I mean, there's other people that are on the internet constantly, and there's some people that they don't even touch the internet. And I don't think they care. That's my honest opinion.
Okay, boys, come on, let's get on these Harleys and go kick some ass.
You know, it only takes 2 men to start an MC.
I thought it was 6 or 5.
In America. So hit that follow, hit that like, hit that share, hit that comment, and we'll see you on the next ride.
It only takes 2 men to be gay too, brothers. Headed to Sturgis.
You serious?
Hope you guys like this show. We got a lot more content for you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow, Batshit Basham is going to explain. We're going to take it back to the beginning when he starts even mentioning Twin Outlaw. Hope you guys had a good laugh. I'll be back tomorrow. hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you could get my videos every time they drop. And if you don't like this show, too fucking bad. Start your own podcast. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mother's, brother's, sister's friend about Chattin with Staxx, the dopest motorcycle content on YouTube. I appreciate all you guys. Go follow Black Dragon and learn some biker protocol. Hope you guys have a great day. And remember, don't be a bitch.
And all new at 5, a major organized crime bust. 23 people under arrest now accused of stealing guns and cash.
Today, police revealed 4 organized crime groups are wreaking havoc.
From aggravated robbery to kidnapping, burglary, and more. Let's take a look at this. New pictures from court documents in this case. These are a few of the people who have been charged. And investigators say the money, tens of thousands of dollars, is all stolen.